Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew and today we are doing another episode of Collecting with Matthew, a series that is basically designed to help people and collectors, such as myself, to understand and for me to give some tips, advice, and tricks about collecting Godzilla and Kaiju stuff. With that being said, today's topic is going to be around pretty much keychains and ornaments, since I know they're very different, but they can kind of go hand in hand because they're similar enough to the point where I just paired them. And yeah, they can basically be used as each other sometimes. So what we're going to be doing is we've got a variety of stuff. We have this one, we have these two, and then we have this one. I know we have Gigantus the Fire Monster here, or aka the largest Godzilla figure in my collection, but he's only here for pretty much display purposes. You know, he's a volunteer. He'll help us out for hanging up our stuff, which what we have here is actually the Bio World. Yeah, we have Bio World right here. It's Godzilla, trademark total copy limited. I didn't take the tag off because I like the tag. It's the Godzilla logo. It's a bit blurry. I think it's just honestly because of the light, but I mean, you can still tell what it says. It says Godzilla. But yeah, it's basically like a dual keychain. And basically what it reads here is Godzilla comes from the depths of the ocean to bring comes from the ocean to bring terror to the world. And of course that is Godzilla trademarked, and it actually is kind of detailed. So the lettering is kind of like what's a term to describe lettering that kind of pops up from the page? No, I'm thinking the wrong word. And it features Godzilla himself, which, if I remember correctly, this is actually traced artwork from an X Plus figure. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong about that, but that's definitely what it looked like to me. Why is it not focusing? I don't know. It focused there for like a sec, but I don't know. You can still kind of see it. Oh, there we go. But yeah, look at all that nice detail. Kind of very crisp. Look at that. That's all in like a little tiny freaking keychain. And kind of swoop up with the tail. And there's nothing at the back. Just has trademark and copyright Toho on not both of them. This is just kind of flat. But yeah, that's a nice little keychain. I got this thing for I think around $10. And basically it's just like dual chain, and you can kind of hang it on your backpack or something. I personally prefer having the tag on, and so actually I stick the big portion of where we go on store shelves and whatnot, store hooks and whatnot, on Gigantus' thumb. So that's how I display it. So he's kind of a dual set. Now we have three other examples, which we're gonna have to take a look at these two. Which I think if my camera would actually focus there. There we go. We pretty much have a dual set. Not really a dual set. They're sold separately, but basically it's Godzilla and Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong, and they're the Funko Pops. Basically, Funko has like a whole line of pops that are like really small and yet really detailed. So they came out with Godzilla vs. Kong ones, and they're about I want to say like $6-7 each. It's really not that bad, even though they are very tiny. They're very detailed. I feel like we'll start with Kong first. Kong himself is a shrunken down version of the Kong with Battle Axe figure, which if you want to go check out the review, go right ahead. But basically, very detailed, very simplistic. Doesn't have much to him aside from just the sculpt and paint apps. No, he does not move at the head, even though it may look like there is. Nope, there is definitely not any joint in there. Not at all, period. But yeah, that's how this Kong looks. And this is the Godzilla, which is a shrunken down version of the giant Godzilla, which I also have if you want to go check out that review too. But yeah, kind of like very nice dry brushing and stuff, you know. Very bulky and such. Now, of course, they kind of clip on and have this massive ring, which is I think even bigger. No, just almost as big as the keychains themselves. So if you have them together, you can kind of have them like, maybe posing off like this. They dangle or whatever, so they can kind of do whatever they want. But yeah, so that's kind of how they go. So you can kind of dangle them around your keychain or whatever. And here's the last one, the Godzilla Ornaments, which this is the heirloom American something. Is it just called American Heirloom? I forget the brand, but essentially this is like really old, and I took a review of this guy. It still works fine, I think. Oh, that is okay. Yeah, that battery just needs some changing, but yeah, it still has incredible sculpt and paint, and overall, it's still a pretty nice piece. This, hold on. So yeah, this is like an ornament. It was released back in 2010 or something. But I got a pretty sweet deal that I don't think anyone else is gonna find anywhere else. For only $5, including the packaging. So when it's all said and done, I definitely do think that there are a lot of options out there because this is only like the tip of the iceberg for them. Because I definitely know FYE has its own brand of this, but I think that of these, you're definitely your mileage may vary. In terms of recommendations, go with these three. If you can find a good deal on him, scoop him up because he's priced way out of anyone's range at the aftermarket. But yeah, the other keychains I was mentioning were like in green packaging or something, and they're blind bags or something. I'm not too sure. I don't own them, so yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode of Matthew's Collecting with Matthew. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you. God bless you. I'll go out there and spread the gospel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.